guys, it's Mark Zickery, Mr. Sci-Fi, also known as Mark Zickery of Space Command, and I'm ready for bear. I am I'm wearing my Mars Science Library hat that my friends at JPL gave me. I've been watching everything that's been going on with Curiosity and with Perseverance, and I can't wait for the helicopter that's going to be taking off and flying along Mars. I sure hope they do video in addition to the still photos, because that video of it landing, coming down from the sky, was just awesome. Because again, we've only seen still photos from Mars, never video. So the more video, the better. Keep it coming, guys. Also just got my Geiger Counter, which is very cool for those of us who are fans of all those, end of the world movies from the 50s and 60s, On the Beach, etc. And this actually has the original tag that was calibrated in 1962 by the nuclear authority. So that's pretty great, pretty great. So there you go. So I'm ready in case we have nuclear Armageddon. Now, meantime, there's a lot of videos coming down the pike. We're going to be launching a crowdfunding campaign, another Kickstarter campaign, on April 16th. So get ready. We're going to have incredible perks. We're going to have new stuff that you've never seen before. This is all toward completing Forgiveness, which is the second 2-hour story. We've shot the first hour. We're ramping up to shoot the second. We've actually started shooting the second, but it has Ferran Tahir and James Hong and John Hennigan and our regular Space Command cast, Ethan McDowell and Brian McClure and Victor Manso and so forth. It's just, and Barbara Bragg, and it's just wonderful, and I can't wait to share it with you. And we've almost completed building the alien spaceship. If you look elsewhere on Mr. Sci-Fi, you can see some of the set pieces and building the 8-foot-tall creature and all of that amazing stuff. Speaking of which, here's one of the preliminary design heads of that creature. It's going to be 8 foot tall, and it's going to be even cooler than this. And so get ready for that, thanks to our wonderful designer and creature builder and set builder and designer, Eric Rodriguez. Beyond that, we have a Space Command store up and running, and I'll put the link down there because we've got amazing Space Command stuff that you cannot get anywhere else. T-shirts, and you can order the videos, downloadable videos, and Blu-rays. You can pre-order the Blu-ray now, and just tons of very cool stuff with much more to come. There are 2 new Space Command items being added every week. So if you've already been there, done that, go back, because you will find things, Space Command leggings, Space Command, you name it. And if there's a Space Command product you want that you don't see there, let us know, because for instance, you have your Captain Jack Kemmer figure, these are not available yet, but even better than the Captain Jack Kemmer figure is the Mr. Sci-Fi figure, the Mark Zickery figure. Look at that. Pretty cool, pretty cool. So just to let you guys know, it's all in the works. So meantime, another thing to mention is that for Forgiveness, we've launched the worldwide talent search for the role of the Prophet, and it's going to be a female, 18 to early 20s, powerful, innocent, spiritual. Martial arts and stunt training helps too. Again, there's a link, and I'll put that down below as well. And again, this is something we'll be posting about in the days to come. Many of you know that we have benefited enormously from our worldwide talent search, because in addition to casting many of the wonderful, brilliant actors that we've all loved in science fiction over the years, Robert Picardo, our dear Mira Furlan, whom we lost recently, Ethan Phillips, Armin Shimmerman, on and on. Bill Mummy, Marta Kristen is now in Sweet Haven, the new show we're creating with Rockne O'Bannon, Barbara Bain. It just continues on and on. In addition to having these wonderful actors from Lost in Space and Space 1999 and Star Trek Voyager and Star Trek The Next Generation, Gates McFadden is now in Sweet Haven as well. We've since the beginning of Space Command, we've had worldwide talent searches, because I believe that since the world is helping to finance Space Command and all of you are out there enjoying these videos and everything else that I'm up to, that we should allow people to realize their dreams. And just like they had the worldwide Scarlett O'Hara talent search that led to Vivian Leigh, we have had worldwide talent searches that got us Ethan McDowell, that got us Brian McClure, that got us Aaron Gaffey, who plays Ethan's great-grandson. We got Sarah Marafino, who played Captain Essex. Just, again, many wonderful actors, and including two from the recent talent search we had during the COVID pandemic when we did Ripple Effect, our special COVID bonus 2-hour episode. Just, again, you know, Alyssa came from that as well, who's in both Space Command now and Sweet Haven. Ms. Chamberlain, who played Brian McClure's wonderful daughter, she came via that as well. So if you've longed to be in Space Command, you've longed to be in a really cool role, this is for you. And so beyond that, Space Command is moving along. We're finishing the visual effects on what we call 102, the second hour of the pilot, Redemption. Mitch Suskin, who's been our dear friend and helper throughout, is now back aboard very actively. He's a visual effects supervisor, 3-time Emmy winner, one for Star Trek Voyager, one for Star Trek Enterprise, one for Lost, worked on Star Trek Discovery, just an amazing, brilliant man. And we have visual effects being generated in Europe, in Asia, in South America, Central America, North America. You know, I think the only continent we haven't hit so far is Antarctica. So, but the ice is melting, and very soon I'm sure we'll be doing stuff located there as well. And The Thing is one of my favorite movies. So the John Carpenter. So the Howard Hawks one is good too. So that's some of it. Beyond that, the Showrunners Network, we're going to have the second table read with our incredible cast, Mike Harney, etc., in about a week and a half. And so Elaine and I are busily rewriting the script. That's for the Showrunners Network, where I'm creating 6 shows with Rockne O'Bannon, Mark Fergus, Hawk Ostby, Joe Dougherty, and of course Elaine is aboard as my co-writer, director, producer. Busy times, really fun times. And additionally, if you order the perk from one of our campaigns of a few minutes to talk directly to me, we're now doing that via Zoom. Our team is starting to schedule those. And if you ordered a 5-minute or 10-minute or 20-minute talk, 15 minutes, whatever, you have a choice now of either being having that talk one-on-one with me, or if you wanted an hour or a 90-minute Zoom call with a small number of other Space Command fans, where you could ask questions, you can choose that option as well. And again, my team will be emailing with all of that, so you don't have to really do anything but, you know, keep an eye out. And beyond that, working on Greenlighting Yourself, the new book, where I talk about how people can do basically what I've been doing, build their own empire, media empire. And it has wonderful stories taken from the lives of Neil Gaiman and Guillermo del Toro and Ray Bradbury and J.J. Abrams, on and on. Just people who I've known and who've told me very interesting stories from their lives. And so it just keeps going. It's still quite amazing being in this life and being able to share it with you. This is, by the way, my Off-World shirt, from Blade Runner. And but I've been rearranging my books, putting them in order, so that we'll be talking about some things very, very soon. One thing that I'm very interested in is, of course, the relationships between artists and writers, because when I was growing up, Ray Bradbury had this amazing relationship with Joe Magnani, who illustrated the covers and interiors of a number of his books. And then Harlan, of course, Harlan Ellison had the wonderful Leo and Diane Dillon, and I have Ian McCaig and other wonderful artists as well. So we'll talk about that soon, because it should be very fun. It's a subject that most people don't know about, and it's really interesting to me because artists and writers can really collaborate in very interesting ways and very fruitful ways. And so I think that's some of the main stuff for now. It's so great to have you guys, and if you see me on the street, Mr. Sci-Fi, call out. People do that often, and I never mind it. It's always pleasant, and tips are accepted. Speaking of which, we're still selling Space Command shares for $7,500. I would urge you, if that's something you've been thinking about, to contact me as soon as possible, because once we sell the show, we will not be selling the shares anymore. You get a percentage of my producer's net profits from the first 4 episodes. We're ramping up with the Showrunners Network. I think things are going to be going very, very well. and you can be part of it. So, and there's also perks for our investors, that I won't go into here, but basically it involves visits to the sets, special dinners, one-on-one, all sorts of stuff. So really, really cool, really well worth doing. And we have Patreon down there. You can throw some bucks our way if you don't have the $7,500 yet. But if you have a great aunt who's looking a little peaked, if you have a tax return that's coming, or your Biden bucks as opposed to the Trump bucks, send them our way. Every little bit helps. It goes into Space Command, and we make all these wonderful things that we're making. That's the main stuff. Just working on everything simultaneously. We're going to be having. We published the first issue of the Space Command comic with a phenomenal cover by William Stout. I think you can get that from the Space Command store, but we're about to publish issue 2. That's the part of the story that deals with Mira Furlan's character, Vaughn O'Dara. We recorded it as an audio prequel, and we've also done it as an animatic, utilizing the illustrations that Tahani Farr has done for the comic, for the graphic novel. So that will be a special Mira Furlan issue. It's got a special cover that I've just commissioned from Tahani. It was terrible to lose Mira. She was a great light in our lives, and she was wonderful on Babylon 5 and in Space Command, and I'm so glad I got to work with her over all these years, and I miss her terribly. But at least we work in a medium where the work we do with our dear friends, these brilliant, talented people, is preserved. So we have that beyond just our memories of dear Mira Furlan. We have that as well, and can share it with you. So that's some of it. So, and if you have any questions about any of these things you see behind me, like for instance, some people said, what's that weird looking thing behind you? I will show you. This, oddly enough, is a very coveted award. It's the Rondo Award, which I got in 2010, for producing the Twilight Zone Blu-ray set. I won the Monster Kid of the Year. And Rondo Hatton was an actor who had acromegaly, which made him big and grotesque looking. And so he appeared in movies in the 1940s, and someone decided to give out an award based on him. I actually once tried to get this gold plated so it wouldn't look quite so terrible, but it would have wrecked this, oddly enough. So I will find other solutions, or maybe I should keep it pristine since it's a Rondo Award. But I've won this and various other awards and been nominated for various and sundry. So, but someone, I think, asked that question. So if you have questions about what the hell all these things are behind me, happy to answer as it occurs to me and it occurs to you. So that's it for now. We'll talk to you very, very soon. But I'm glad you share this world of science fiction with me, and I'm glad to share it with you. And it's wonderful to have your dreams fill your life and enrich it. So thanks a lot, guys, and we'll talk very soon. Bye.